So that's our prize.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
So Saren did something to it.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Ashley's curiosity gets the better of her. Bad news for Shepard.
Shepard!
No, don't touch him. It's too dangerous.
And it's gone. Yeah. So that looks an awful lot like the ship we saw leaving Eden Prime. And this is this game sometimes has some pretty cheesy, awkward writing and cheesy, awkward characters, and we're about to meet one of the cheesiest, awkwardest, most awkward characters right
We
now.
identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The
Oops, it
Normandy.
doesn't make any sense.
A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They
That's
managed to
Sarah.
save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
Saren does not like hearing that.
This human must be eliminated.
Saren is a pretty messed up antagonist.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
Oh boy.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Can't be great.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours.
I should have changed his eyes.
Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Okay, guys, so I gotta explain this part real quick. Mass Effect is a game where you can choose to romance certain characters. I think there's 3 options in this one. I'm not really interested in doing it, because some of the dialogue and some of the connections are just not great. Not to mention, I don't mind Ashley as a character, but she's not that great type of thing. So, I'm not going to be, if I pick this, she's going to take it as if I'm flirting with her. If I pick this, I'm going to hurt her feelings. So, why don't we just...
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
Very dutiful, you know?
The beacon exploded.
Not about her.
A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
So, thanks.
I appreciate it.
Oh God, no, wait, no, it
Physically,
wasn't...
you're
No,
fine.
fuck.
But I
Whatever.
detected some unusual brain activity.
I'm leading her on,
Abnormal
guys.
beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
Oh, man, what were we dreaming about?
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
Yeah.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
It's facial animations, man.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Back in the day, so you guys can obviously tell this game is very dialogue heavy. Back in the day, it was kind of cutting edge technology. This game just got lauded. It got praised and absolutely, received great reviews. And a lot of the praise came from, how good people thought the facial animations were. And they kind of had to be, because this is a very, brand new universe, brand new fiction. all new characters, and they worked really hard on the facial animations because they wanted you to see a bunch of little details that previous in video games, like, you hadn't really seen that level of detail before. And, like, does it hold up? I mean, it kind of holds up, but, like, where there's just a lot of close-ups and a lot of, like, really, like, tight camera angles and everything, they absolutely, like, had to at least try to make these facial animations as good as they could, and they definitely got, like, even better in the later games for the most part. The most recent Mass Effect game, like, spin-off notwithstanding. So, you can decide for yourself whether they hold up or not, but, like, people would just talk about how all these different little, like, facial, like, look, or, all the different looks on people's faces and gestures would look super, like, detailed and everything, and, it definitely helped the game when it came out. So, how are we doing? No, I do feel bad about Jenkins. Yeah.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Oh,
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
that's good.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
I like Ashley
Lieutenant
just fine.
Alonso
She's a good
agrees with
person.
you.
Well,
That's
she might.
why I added her to our group.
I know some people would be so mad at me for implying that Ashley Williams is a good person. She's one of those characters. She's definitely got some tense feelings towards non-humans. So.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
The Veil is a territory of space in which the Geth had a violent uprising against their creators.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead.
Yeah.
The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading.
This was supposed to be an easy
The
mission.
Council's going to want answers.
And now one of their best agents is dead. So, your relationship with the Council is another one of those big things that throughout all 3 games you can kind of try and understand where they're coming from. You can try and just be a diplomat, or you can not have time for the Council and their bullshit.
The Council can kiss my ass. I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Shepard doesn't like
I'll
the thought of
stand
aliens
behind
coming
you and
down
your
on
report,
him.
Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books.
But that's not the way
my
we're going to
idea.
play him generally, guys.
It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why does he hate humans?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
I did have a vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon.
No, we do
Lost
not.
Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war.
Ooh.
He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
So there's so many different angles of this that I find interesting as a veteran of this series, and it's that I know that you can cultivate relationships and parts of Shepard's personality in two pretty distinct ways throughout the course of these games. You know, like, just as an example, the Council, like, the whole thing with the Council is just an example, but you can choose to sort of, like, try and see things their way and understand that they have an entire galaxy to look after, and that, like, you know, like, they're non-humans who might not have humanity's best interests at heart, like, and like, try to, like, understand that without holding a grudge against them. Or you can just definitely be like, no, like, screw the Council, like, humans first. Like, I have to look after my own people. And there's really no, like, right or wrong answer there, but there are a bunch of really interesting plot lines that go throughout the trilogy where, like, you can decide, like how tolerant or intolerant of opposing viewpoints that Shepard is, you know, when we're going to touch on all those different subjects over time. So let's see what Ashley
I'm
thinks.
glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
You know, it's pretty sad, but soldiers do die.
When your number comes up, it's over. His did.
I don't think it's as simple as that, sir.
Things
I
were
mean,
pretty rough down there.
Yeah, okay.
Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You
Couldn't
landed
have done
at
it without you, Williams.
That's true.
Thanks, Commander.
Sniping abilities were very
I
useful.
have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Oh god, guys. I don't want her to, like... You really can, like, lead characters on and then piss them off.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
I guess we're just
Thanks,
being kind.
Commander.
Then we got Kaidan over here. And we'll talk to the doctor later.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Apparently we'll talk to Kaidan later, too. Thanks, Kaidan. You're the man. So, guys, this is the Normandy. This is our ship. We're going to learn, again, lots of interesting stuff about the Normandy. Let's see. Okay, you know what? Screw it. So, we're on the middle deck of the Normandy right now, which is kind of like the crew's quarters, the infirmary, you know, like the mess hall, like all that stuff is here, the captain's quarters. It's all right there. This is the service elevator, obviously. And so what we're doing right now is we're just going to go down, and I'm going to introduce you guys to the third deck of the Normandy real quick, where we've got the engineering, so like the engine room and the cargo hold. This is the Normandy SR-1, the first ship of its kind with this unique stealth capabilities. Not a very big ship, it's not huge. It's what they refer to as a frigate, but you can see over here I've got storage lockers. These will all light up as we get more people on our team. And then we've got the Mako, which is everyone's favorite spacefaring vehicle. It's a mess. I mean, like, I like it. I like the Mako, guys, but I think probably 75% of everyone who's ever played Mass Effect hates the Mako. And that guy, he's just a vendor. Nothing really interesting there. What's interesting is this room, where you've got these bros just standing around. Another codex entry there. And then we've got Engineer Adams, who is...
about Jenkins, Commander.
Yeah. Okay, so nobody really has a ton to say to us right now. But we are en route to the Citadel. And because we're about to enter the land of sensory overload, the Citadel, again, we'll find out a bunch of stuff about it as time goes on, but the footnotes version of it is that basically, or sorry, the Spark Notes version of it is that it's basically the center for the galactic community. It's the center of trade, politics, and like the general economy. And it serves a couple of really interesting purposes as the story goes on, that is for damn sure. Alright, so back up to the second deck and all the way up to the first deck here. So this is where we started the game out. We've got the galaxy map, along with everyone.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander.
Yeah.
Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
So that'll give us another little bit of codex and experience. And then up here we've got the cockpit with our fearless pilot Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. This is great. See that taxpayer money at work.
Yeah, right? So that is a mass relay right there, which is sort of like Stargate, I guess. Other sci-fi for comparison.
flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
Yeah, that
I'm
is a
just
big
saying,
ship.
you need firepower too.
Compared to the Normandy. Little tiny thing.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Yep.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission.
Galactic community, you know what I mean? Like, kind of a just sort of easy piece with everyone.
Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger.
I'm so excited, guys.
Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
The Citadel and everything that it entails is just pure sci-fi goodness. And the beautiful thing about it being a galactic community is that, you know, like, because humanity had sort of a violent entrance to this community, you were given an option to adhere or get out.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
This guy.
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
They ain't got time for you, man.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Well, he is pretty dangerous.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. If they don't stop him, I will.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres.
Which he seems to care about.
Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing.
Udina.
Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
Udina's just an asshole.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Exactly. He really cares about appearances first. Alright guys, we're going to cut this one right here. When we come back, we're going to be exploring the Citadel a little bit